Have you ever stopped to wonder if you're more attractive than you realize? Here's the truth. Most women completely underestimate their own beauty. You might look in the mirror and only see average, while in reality, you're the one quietly stealing the spotlight. Men notice, women notice, and yet, you remain blind to your own power. In this video, I'm revealing 7 undeniable signs you're far more attractive than you think. Some of them are so subtle you've probably ignored them your entire life. But once you recognize them, you'll never see yourself the same way again. Stay with me until the very end, because sign number 7 will shift how you view your beauty forever. Sign 1. Men get nervous around you. When a man acts fidgety, avoids eye contact, or stumbles over his words, your first thought might be that he's not interested. But here's the truth. Often it's the complete opposite. Attraction has a strange way of showing itself, and for many men, it comes out as nervous energy. Think about it. The moment you walk into a room, some men instantly straighten their posture, adjust their shirt, or run a hand through their hair. Others blush unexpectedly or lose their train of thought mid-sentence. And then there are those who try a little too hard to play it cool, leaning back, crossing their arms, or pretending not to notice you. But trust me, they notice. They're simply trying to mask the fact that your presence unsettles them, in a good way. A truly captivating woman has that effect. Men worry about saying the wrong thing, embarrassing themselves, or revealing just how drawn they are to you. Watch closely for the subtle giveaways, touching their face, rubbing the back of their neck, or fiddling with an object while speaking. These are unconscious signs of attraction. If you've seen men act differently around you, staring, stammering, or avoiding your gaze too quickly, it's not random. It's proof that you leave an impression far stronger than you realize. Sign 2. Other women react to you. Women notice things long before men do. We're intuitive, and we pick up on energy in ways that often go unnoticed by others. That's why if other women react differently when you walk into a room, it's a strong sign you naturally stand out. Think about it. Have you ever entered a space and felt the atmosphere shift? Maybe some women glance your way, nudge their friends, or suddenly become more aware of themselves. You might notice subtle things. Someone adjusting her outfit, fixing her hair, or even lowering her voice when you're nearby. Some women will respond with warmth. They'll compliment your clothes, ask about your makeup, or strike up a casual conversation just to connect with you. Others may act a little more reserved, distant, or even competitive. But make no mistake, whether it's admiration, curiosity, or rivalry, their reaction reveals they've noticed something about you. At the core, women don't shift their behavior around someone who blends in. If you consistently see this kind of response, it means your presence has weight. You're not just in the room, you're being felt. Sign 3. People treat you differently without you asking. Attractive women often experience subtle advantages in daily life, benefits they never directly asked for. Have you noticed that sometimes people seem to go out of their way for you? Maybe the barista greets you with an extra warm smile and somehow never forgets your order. A sales associate gives you more attention, more patience, even showing you items not everyone gets offered. Or maybe strangers hold doors open for you, let you cut in line without protest, or you end up with unexpected upgrades or little freebies here and there. This isn't just kindness. It's not just customer service. This is subconscious attraction at play. When you carry a natural radiance through beauty, confidence, or energy, people around you feel it. They want to be in your presence. They want to be remembered by you, even if only for a moment. And because of that, they treat you differently. The fascinating part is that most women don't even notice this is happening. They write it off as coincidence or simple good luck. But pay closer attention. When these small advantages consistently find their way to you, it's often because you stand out more than you realize. You've left an impression. You've sparked something in people that makes them want to go beyond the ordinary. If you've ever wondered whether you're truly attractive, look at how people treat you in these small, unspoken ways. That subtle shift in behavior is one of the clearest signs that your presence carries power, and people feel it, whether they admit it or not. Sign 4. Men try to challenge you. Sometimes attraction doesn't show up as compliments or obvious interest. It shows up as a challenge. A man who's intrigued by you might test your confidence without even realizing it. He'll tease you, question you, or act unimpressed just to see how you respond. Have you ever heard something like, "Oh, you think you're fancy, huh?" Or, "You don't seem like the type to settle down." At first, these comments might sound dismissive, but in reality, they're not meant as insults. They're subtle tests. He wants to know, will you laugh it off, get defensive, or stay grounded? The best response isn't to over-explain yourself or get flustered. It's to smile, stay calm, and maybe even throw a playful tease right back. Confidence under pressure is magnetic, and when a man realizes he can't rattle you, he'll only find you more intriguing. Sign 5. Strangers stare at you without realizing it. Sometimes attraction doesn't need words at all. It shows in body language. Ever notice people's eyes on you when you're not even trying to get attention? Maybe you're walking down the street and someone turns their head as you pass by. Or you're at a cafe and a stranger glances at you just a second too long before quickly looking away. This isn't an accident. It's human nature. When someone has a captivating presence, people can't help but notice. And here's the key. Watch what happens when you make eye contact. If they instantly look away, it means they were caught staring unconsciously. If they hold eye contact for just a heartbeat too long, it shows intrigue. And if they adjust their body language, fixing their posture, smoothing their clothes, or giving a quick smile, it's a subconscious attempt to impress you. Your energy has impact. Even without saying a word, you command attention simply by being in the room. Sign 6. People assume you have options, even when you don't. One of the clearest signs of high attractiveness is that people automatically assume you're in demand, even if your dating life is quiet. Have you ever heard someone say, "I bet you have so many guys after you," or "You probably don't even need a boyfriend"? That's not just small talk. It's a reflection of how you carry yourself. Attractive women naturally give off an aura of confidence and ease. And because of that, people think you must have plenty of options lined up. Here's the twist. Even if you don't, that assumption actually makes you more desirable. It's all rooted in something called pre-selection psychology. Humans are wired to want what others want. If men believe other men are drawn to you, their own attraction toward you intensifies, even if it's only an assumption. So how can you use this to your advantage? Simple. Never downplay yourself. If someone assumes you have options, don't rush to deny it. Smile. Let them believe what they want, because confidence, paired with mystery, is magnetic. And sometimes perception is just as powerful as reality. Sign 7. Women get upset when you don't notice them. Here's an interesting one. Have you ever seen a woman suddenly act irritated, distant, or even cold toward you without you doing anything wrong? Maybe you walk into a room and the conversation shifts. A woman who was chatting with friends suddenly goes quiet, or a coworker who's usually polite seems extra dismissive, almost like she's punishing you for something. This behavior often isn't about dislike. It's about attention. When a woman subconsciously feels that you're drawing eyes away from her through your presence, your confidence, or even your silence, she may react in subtle competitive ways. She might get louder or more animated to pull the focus back to herself. She might turn cold or act disinterested, as if to signal that you don't impress her. Or she may drop little passive-aggressive comments that reveal more about her feelings than she realizes. Why does this happen? Because your presence disrupts the balance. You radiate an energy that others notice, and instead of ignoring it, people respond. It's not always about being liked or disliked, it's about being felt. So instead of feeling uncomfortable when this happens, recognize it for what it is. Proof of your magnetic presence. The fact that others feel the need to react to you means you're making an impact. Final thoughts. Attraction isn't just about looks. It's about the way you carry yourself, the confidence you project, and the presence you command without saying a word. If you've noticed these subtle signs in your daily life, chances are you're drawing more attention than you ever imagined. People see you, they feel you, they respond to you, whether with admiration, interest, or even envy. But here's the real question. Do you see yourself? Because the moment you recognize your own power, you stop chasing validation. And when you stop seeking it, you shift into a different kind of strength, the kind that's unshakable, magnetic, and unstoppable.